Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Gardener, and I titled this one "Gardening for Beginners" or "Beginner Gardening." And a reason why I did that is because um, I am now, because of this state of emergency, I'm now hearing more people come up to me and say, "I would like to start a garden," and there's so much information and what type of gardening they want to do that kind of throws me sometimes. So what I do now when a person says I want to start a garden is I kind of ask them a couple questions, kind of evaluate whether or not we should even be talking about this, or you know, if they're serious or not. It's because it just depends. Uh, but gardening uh, for beginners or beginner gardening is always going to be a challenge for that person. You know, what kind of garden you want, what kind of items you like to grow. A gentleman came up to me at work yesterday, and he said, um, "Since I'm going to be stuck in the house for all these weeks, I'd like to start a garden." And I'm listening to him. I said, "Okay." And he says, "What kind of things do you grow in a garden this time of year?" I mean, and I'm thinking there's a great long list of these things that you could start in the early spring. And so I give him a couple of things. I run off, and he says, "Oh, okay, okay." He said, "We got to start." He said, "I got to do a list." And so I'm listening to him. And what he's doing is, in my opinion, is he's a little excited about the fact he's going to be indoors for maybe up to 2 months. And he's just panicking, wondering how he's going to, deal with all that time indoors. And see, with my garden starting up and everything, I'll actually be able to be able to add more time to it because it's just a situation where we're going to be home, we're going to be work, or we're going to be at our home. And so that being said, all I want to do is garden anyway. So it'll allow me time to really, get detailed and really pay attention to things like weeding and things of that nature because I even came in today and when I drove in, I said, my grass needs to be cut. And I looked at that and I said, okay, my grass needs to be cut. And then now I'm looking at it in a different way. I'm saying, okay, I can get some stuff done here. Uh, it's going to be beautiful, folks. It's going to be beautiful. Being able to mess around in the garden for hours on end until day it turns into night, and it's going to be just that much because you're going to have nothing else to do here. And the garden will keep your mind occupied, seeing things grow in its state of um, everything that's going on right now. And so I want you to keep that in mind. Your garden's going to be a great outlet. Hey, morning gardening. I'm still working day and night. Job, lucky me. Oh, okay, yeah, because you are working. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's a situation where you are working, but then they're not working your day and night, are they? I mean, because I know uh, that the job I have, they used to work us a lot of what they call we got a lot of what they call drafts, and we got drafted and all that sort of thing. When that happens a lot. Um, the only thing that I fear is that if something would have happened in that building and they had to quarantine everybody, think about that. If somebody had to be, if they had to quarantine every single person at your job, you go in there one day, they find a person sick, and they say, "Uh-oh, we got to quarantine everybody here." And now you're at work. You're actually there without leaving. Imagine if you parked your car at a meter and you couldn't pay it, or on a street that they sweep every so often, and you have to move it at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. They're gonna have to move your car, whether you're there or not. You left a cat at home that you can't feed because you're not home. That's not good. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm thinking of right now. I've ordered every single seed that I want from eBay, and it's already been delivered. I had some seeds come in about 2 days ago, and they were Swiss chard, and the other one was what was the other one? Swiss chard, and it was another one because I always try to. This year I ordered up quite a bit off of eBay, and I'm not telling anybody else to go there because I know that when you order on eBay, it's risky because somebody could send you some seeds that are half dead and that sort of thing. But I ordered a bush bean that was I know what I ordered now. I know what I ordered now. It's a called a Russian giant cabbage. And I said, you bought this item. You bought this item. You bought this item. And it's just a wonderful thing, folks. I bought this giant cabbage, and the only reason why I bought it because I didn't know the one that I have here is that giant cabbage. I believe it is, but I'm not sure. So I bought another one. There was only $1 a pack, and I think it was like 200 seeds. The one I ordered, 200 seeds. Um, let's see. And right now I'm looking at the order, and it says, where can I get cheap pots? Let's see, pot plant from. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all throwing them up there quick. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. And I want to say it if I haven't had an opportunity to say it, thank you for the thumbs up. I see I got 2 thumbs up. I want to thank you for that. I say, where can I get cheap pot plants? I want to grow tomatoes and peppers this year. Now, are you saying? Let's see, what do you got? Cheap pot plants. Are you talking about just getting inexpensive plants that are already in a pot? Is that what you're saying, or I mean, I think I'm understanding you correctly. You just wanted plants that are in a pot. Just restate that some kind of way so I know what you're saying. Cheap pots. Oh, listen. You can get pots. Use your imagination because right now it's gonna be hard to do that kind of stuff you're talking about. You could try Walmart. That's where I go at to get mine. Um, Dollar store. I don't know so much about the dollar store because some of them pots are made from plastics that are uh, made of chemicals and gas and all that. And so you use those type pots, and you smell them. They smell like gasoline, and some people fear that will leach into your plants, and you don't want to just do that any kind of way. But there's so many different things you can use, even around the house or in the garage or whatever. That are containers that you can drill some holes in and put your plants in there. Yeah, that's an easy one. Plant in the situation that we're in right now. Pots are nowhere can be. Trust me, they cannot be a problem. You can get pots anywhere, dollar store or old containers you may have at the house. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Or you can create containers. You can create containers. You can make a pot out of a waste can, plastic waste can. You can make one out of I don't know. It just goes on and on. It's so many different things. Trust me, whatever you feel. Oh, that could be a pot. You drill a couple holes in the bottom, and you got a pot. Or you could go online and just look up uh, on YouTube and get some ideas about how to make a planting pot, how to make planting pots. I'll start there and see what you can come up with. Because there's so many. Right now, I'm using cases that I'm growing cabbage right now. No, excuse me. I'm growing collard greens right at this moment, and they're in containers that normally people deliver mail in. They big plastic boxes that they deliver mail in. Food containers. Yeah, right now. Look at this person here. It's definitely throwing them up there. Thank you, everyone. No problem at all. Anytime. That's what we're here for. And I'm glad you asked that question. That's a good question. The food containers. I have some ground beef containers right now that I'm growing spinach in. So that's just an example. I rinse them out, and now I am growing um, spinach in them, and it makes a great container. Great container. Now that I'm here, no more fears. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's wonderful, folks. You can do the gardening thing. You can do it. Hey, folks, and let me tell you what just happened. Let's see. This seller is currently away until May the 24th, and not processing orders at this time. You can add this item to your watch list to purchase later. Let me tell you what's going on here, folks. I just went on this site and I looked up a few beans that I bought. Let's say I got delivered to me finally in about a week ago, and the person that's selling these beans, it was 20 beans, and they were called uh, provider beans, and the provider beans um, were a dollar. I want to say about $1.20. Now I just looked at it now; they are $3 for 20 beans. 20 beans, folks. 20. Come on now. He got to know I won't be buying from him. I won't do it. Somebody else might, but I won't. Let's see what we got here. I see. I'm getting some dollar store. Let's see. Present today. Wish you much luck from the dollar store. But I don't mess with them. I did it before. Did it so many times. I can't do it anymore. Can't do it. I did. I don't know what they do to it, but it's like someone knows how to get a low cost product, and you get the basically the same quality. Um, Now I had a pack of seeds today. Well, not today. I keep saying today. I have a pack of lettuce seeds that I bought from Walmart. They were 50-cent seeds. Well, you can't find any 50-cent seeds anymore. All that stuff was grabbed. I mean, anything that will produce food is pretty much gone. Uh, but the dollar store stuff, I guess I don't know if they still have full shelves when you went and bought yours, but I can't mess with it. If it was my only resort, maybe, but I can't mess with it because I've done it before. I grew carrots from them. I grew other type of items from them, and all of it always turned out to be low in germination, low in this and low in that. And I said, "Oh my goodness, look at what I grew! Look at these carrots. Wait, what is this? I'm looking at the carrots, and they're small, and they look like I don't know. I just can't do it anymore. Let's see. I am looking at. Let's see what you're going to. Yeah, a cheap seed, but they do well. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, if you like them, if they work for you, then I will go ahead with it. Let's see. That's it. It was a seed. Mm, let's see. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I see. Let's see. Plastic, or empty grass. Yes, you could use almost anything. You can use almost anything. Yep. You could use almost anything. I like that idea as well. Yeah. I saw a person. I saw a person making flower pots out of a plastic bags. He would just roll them down, fill them off, and as the plant needed to grow more or whatever, he would just add soil and roll it out a little bit as it goes up. Put little holes in the bottom, and that was it. He had a container, in a sense, that he could grow um, items in. So everything is looking good, folks. Well, let's see what time we got here. We got 1:20 p.m. Here in Maryland, and we're looking around at ways to bide the time as we do this long stretch of being indoors. Everyone on earth is saying, I mean, if you turn on the television set, everybody on earth is saying coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. Everybody is saying it. And when I get away from it, and it was a gentleman at work that said something to me, and he said, listen, if I were you, I said, okay, I would stop watching all of that as much, because as you keep watching it over and over again, he said it's gonna really drill into your head. It's gonna cause problems. You're gonna be in the house for up to 2 months. You are in a situation where you don't need to keep watching it every 15 minutes, turning on somewhere. And the government, one government person saying they didn't get the materials that the doctors and nurses need. Doctors and nurses say we didn't get it, and the government say yes, we did give it to them. They're completely, all these supplies are coming in, and they'll be great, and everything will be wonderful. It's all coming in. It's all going to be there, and we're gonna have to see together. Then they got this person comes in. Now they haven't had the military people speak yet so far, because people have a way they feel about a military group coming through their city. I know they do, because I mean, one hand you're saying I hope they're here to help. Another hand it's saying whenever you deal with people, when you deal with people, you get a mixture of good and bad, and they know that. Um, you got a soldier man looking over at the porch where your daughter is and saying, "Damn, you fat as I don't know what." You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that kind of stuff, man. So at any rate, um, I digress. Let's just get back to where we were. I'm looking at the fact that I think that we're going to be working, the ones that are working, and you're going to be, no, you might be saving some money. So it'll be good for the banks too. It's good for the banks because they're not going anywhere, and you're going to be putting your money in the bank. Not going to be spending as much of it. And that's the truth. Hmm. I would listen, but I have to deliver this mail a lot. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, you got to listen on some of it, but not as much. I guess is what the point the gentleman was making. Not as much because it's just too much. It's not good. Let's see. I'm about to try growing some cucumbers. Cucumbers are absolutely beautiful, but wait until the soil gets warm enough. That's all you got to do. If you're getting a consistent temperature at night of at least 55 degrees at night, consistent, that you want to, because that nighttime temperature is what you want to worry about. You don't need to put them in and have it dipping down at night into the 30s and then coming up to the 50s. That a lot of people get fooled by that, but pay attention to that night temperature. 55 at night, consistent, you got something to work with. But if it's dropping 30, 50, 30, 50, then you're going to have a problem. Cucumbers do not like cold weather. They don't like it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm growing cucumbers this year as well. I'm growing them, and I'm only growing them because people that I've already told that I would look out for them for the garden. I have like a young lady at work. She's a friend of mine, and she is going to be expecting some food. You thought I meant something else. You thought I meant something else. But yeah, she's going to be expecting some food. So I'm gonna hook her up, and like I said, she's good people, and like I said, I'm that kind of person. I like to keep my word. Now, if nothing grows, I'll also tell her that, hey, you know, maybe a swarm of bugs came out. And one year we had a fly. It was green in color. Never forget it. And folks, I put everything in the ground. And once this fly hit, he left something for you to remember. These flies bit so hard and so often when you went out into the property to garden. And I said, well, I'll go back in the house and I'll spray some deep forest off on me. That'll do it. Nothing really wants to mess with that. I sprayed the deep dark fog on what they call it. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Spray on the deep forest on, and sprayed it all of my hands and arms and neck and face and hair and everything. And you know the son of a gun still bit me. They still bit me. And it wasn't when they bit. They did just. I put it this way: they bit a little less, but they still bit, and I could not believe that. I could not believe it. I even looked down and said, "What kind of fly is this?" They were they were biting. I mean, they were actually biting. Uh, uh, I mean, through my pants, they were biting through the shirt I had on. They were biting the back of my head. I couldn't even believe this. I said, "What kind of flies are these?" And I realized because I used to work down at we have a port, and whenever those ships come over from wherever they come from, and they bring a swarm of these flies over with them, uh, they were greenish with a tint of yellow in it. I'll never forget him. Medium sized fly, and he was brutal. He was brutal. I mean, I couldn't. It just, I hope that we don't have to deal with him any time this year. Come this year, yes. I hope we don't ever have to deal with him. I will be able to the cucumbers inside. Oh, okay. You're gonna do them in containers. Beautiful. You can do that. Yeah. You know, but you got to know how many. Well, you probably already know how many containers, how many you can put in per container. Yeah. Mm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I better go cook me something to eat, folks. But thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Morning Gardener, and we had a good time today. Yeah, and I like this when people come up to the screen and well to the keyboard, and they type something in and they hit send, and you got a conversation going. That I like. Thank you very. Oh, honeybee, how you doing? Yeah. That is so good to be able to do that. But remember, all of you people out there who's going to grow this year, make certain that you do keep your mind focused on things that are positive in this time and day, because it's going to be okay. I got a feeling it's going to be all right. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try one plant on each. But wait a minute, each. Just do it like if it's a 5 gallon bucket and you putting in cucumbers, you might want to put one cucumber in there. If you're doing seeds, put about 3 seeds in there. Grow them up. Pick the strongest one, and other ones if you could. Well, no, you don't want to try to remove them. I was thinking about trying to be hold on to them, but don't do that. Just grow that one in there, and you have to clip the other ones off. That's it. I like the cucumber idea. Yeah, the cucumber idea is great. Nice, juicy cucumbers. And the trick is, I always told each and every one of you before I go, I'm going to say this. The trick is in the soil. It's in the soil. You feed the plants abundance, and they will do well for you. This is the Morning Garden Show, folks. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And remember to keep on growing. Thank you. Morning Garden Show.